You might hear, oh no, or oh, I still have a job or whatever. But you know what I hear? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to need some help. A lot. If you're a truck driver out there, we are more needed right now in this country than we ever have been. Our country needs us to get the goods to the stores so people can get what they need to survive. Driving with John is coming through! Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I have to get my glasses there on my lap. Welcome to Driving with John. My name is John, and if you don't already know that, then you need to go over there and hit that subscribe button so you know who I am. So, today, with all the chaos going on in the world, it seems like all I'm making is videos about the stuff that's going on recently because it's just almost once in a lifetime chaos that, hopefully I never see again, honestly. But today I thought I'd make a video about, in all of this, we can't lose our humanity. What I mean by that is you need to be willing to, help other people out. You need to, I understand you got to take care of yourself, but as a Christian, I believe that, God takes care of me. And the blessings He gives me, I'm actually supposed to share so that I can, spread that blessing to other people. And in this time, when the world is chaos and everything seems to be going crazy, let's not forget to lose our humanity. You don't want to lose your humanity. To keep your humanity and to do the right thing, to do good. Share with somebody that doesn't have what you have. Or, do something to help somebody out. Because I understand that everybody's all worried that they're going to catch the thing that's going around, but let's not lose our humanity in the process, Let's not turn into that society that's willing to stab each other in the back in this horrible time that we're in, that, so it can maybe extend my day one more day. I'm not going to do that. And, I don't think anybody should do that. I think if we're caring and sharing with other people, it can only make our country better, and it can only make us stronger, even with this virus. I understand that most people, a lot of people are isolating themselves away from the world, away from all the people. And I understand that you have to do that in some extent to protect yourself and protect your family. I get all of that. But let's not lose our humanity in the process. I mean, only look as far as the house next to yours, or sometimes the people in your own house. If somebody's struggling, don't be afraid to help them out. Don't be afraid to give them a helping hand. If you have, 100 cases of toilet paper stored in your garage, and I've already told you, toilet paper is a luxury. It's not a necessity. But if you have a bunch of toilet paper and you're hoarding it so that you know that you can wipe your butt in the middle of all this craziness, but you look over and your neighbor, came home from the store and said they don't have any, give them some toilet paper. I don't know how exactly to say this, but I think that's what's missing in our country, that people don't really look out for each other. It's become such a me-centered society that, it used to be in the old days when somebody in your household was sick, or somebody in your church was sick, or someone in your community was sick, people would bring dinners to them and do things to help them to make their life a little easier because they're going through a hard time. You don't see that anymore. Why not? That was an awesome thing. I mean, I'll tell you a story it really, really helped my wife and I, and it was in a time that we really needed it. We were living in Texas at the time, and my son had broken his arm, and he was only like 3 years old. He was jumping on his bed, came down off his bed on his elbow, and he had to have pins, he had surgery, and it just got, it was really tough for us because we were at the hospital every day. We didn't have time to cook. We have 4 kids, and it was awesome. Our church literally fed us for like 2 weeks. Every day somebody would bring us a meal. And, we didn't ask for it, but it was sure a blessing. It was something that really helped us through a time. Because otherwise, we probably would have been spending money that we didn't have on food that we shouldn't be eating. But instead, people were bringing us healthy, home-cooked meals. It was huge. And that, I don't see that anymore. It might happen in a small area in this country somewhere. But as a whole, it used to be like that everywhere. And it's not like that anymore. Where did we go wrong, and how do we get back to that? How do we get back in this time of craziness, and there are plenty of people out there that need help? How do we get back to that? We get back to that one person at a time. Everybody get a chance to help somebody else out. I'm not saying go put yourself in jeopardy, and, jump into the cesspool of germs out there. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm actually saying is, you don't have to go far. Sometimes your neighbor needs some help, or somebody up the street, or maybe somebody somebody in your church, somebody in your school, somebody somewhere around you, I guarantee needs some kind of help. And you are able to give them that help. So help them. Let's turn our society back into a community instead of a whole country of individuals. Because that's really what we are nowadays. We don't really look towards ourselves or our community for help. Actually, honestly, I think we look to our government for help way too much. Community should be taking care of this stuff. I'm not saying it's bad that if you need help, you should take it. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if you can help somebody, if you have, let's say you're not doing so good for food, but you have a ton of toilet paper. Hook a neighbor up. Or let's say you're doing awesome for food. You have so much food you prepared, you could go in isolation for a year. I know what if it happens for a whole year, but we all have to realize that none of this stuff is ours anyway. None of this stuff belongs to us. Even if we paid for it, it wasn't our money. It's not our stuff. God provides for us. So if you're a Christian and you believe that God provides for you, sometimes He provides extra for you so you can help somebody else out. So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to leave. Don't forget to help somebody else out. And don't leave God out of the situation. Everything you have is because God gave it to you. A lot of people think that, I go to work and I earn all this money and I did this and I did that. I don't look at it like that. I honestly don't. What I get, God gives me. Yes, I go to work. Yes, I get a paycheck. Only because God enables me to do so. God gives me that paycheck. God gave me this job. So if I could do something to help somebody out and I have excess, why wouldn't I help somebody out? I don't know. It's just something that's on my mind this morning. I woke up and I was thinking about a lot of different things, and the daily verse on my app on my Bible popped up, and it was talking about, it was in Hebrews, it was talking about, sharing with other people. And I don't think it necessarily just means sharing the gospel. It means sharing a life, I don't think God intended us to just go around and preach the Bible or to read the Bible. I think He wants us to live the Bible. And when He says share, at least in my understanding of that verse, would be not only just share, the gospel, which is great, you should do that, but also share the excess that you have, So, I don't want to go on and on about it, but I do want to say that in all of this madness, let's not lose our humanity. Let's remember there are other people out there that they need things also. And if we have an excess, share. Trust in God that whatever you're sharing, if you need it, He'll replace it. So, pretty much going out, to Christians, because honestly, if you're non-Christian, you're not going to believe anything I'm saying anyway. So, but Christians, I'm not supposed to touch my face, am I? Whoops. Christians, we need to set the example in the world. We need to have the humanity and show other people how to truly share and care. All right. That's all I wanted to say today. So I understand that, in this crazy world, everything's going crazy. Everybody's fighting over toilet paper, and, schools are closing down. And I heard yesterday that there's actually restaurants are going to start closing down, and only essential stores are going to be open, and essential businesses. Well, I drive a truck, it's essential, so I'll still be working. But in all of that chaos, as you're hearing all of that, you might hear, oh no, or oh, I still have a job, or whatever. But you know what I hear? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to need some help. A lot. And we can't expect the government to bail us out all the time. I think the community needs to get around those people that are going to go through a hard time and help them. I probably should have started this video with that, because I think that's a powerful thing. When the world feels like it's coming to an end and people aren't going to have what they need, there are people that do help other people out. People are going to be unemployed or temporarily paused employed, which means they're probably not getting paid, and they're going to need help. So don't be afraid to help them. So that's my rant for the day anyway. Something that I am passionate about. I do think that, we need to start living more as a community and less as an individual. So I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Remember, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Stay away from large, crowded places, especially if you see someone coughing, sneezing, or having cold symptoms, because you know what? It's gonna, my opinion, this is my opinion, it's gonna go around pretty much whether we like it or not, but you can still protect yourself. You can still wash your hands. You don't just throw your hands in the air and say, yeah, whatever. I'm not saying overreact, and I'm not saying underreact. I'm just saying, just protect yourself, wash your hands, stay safe. And if you're a truck driver out there, we are more needed right now in this country than we ever have been. Our country needs us to get the goods to the stores so people can get what they need to survive. I'll be out here driving. I hope you will be too. And to all my trucker friends, keep your rubber down and stay right side up. Keep moving. That's how we make our money. See you.